Hello, and welcome to FireVoxel Tutorials. In this tutorial, we will introduce FireVoxel's magnetic trace tool for semi-automatic segmentation, show how to customize its properties, and demonstrate how to use it to segment organs and tissues. The magnetic trace tool, or MagTrace, allows you to draw a vector contour by placing a series of control points connected by a cubic spline curve. The MagTrace contour is magnetic because the control points can move or snap to the strongest nearby edge, as if pulled by a magnet. FireVoxel's magnetic snapping tool is based on a powerful texture-sensitive edge detector. MagTrace can speed up the segmentation because the user does not need to place each control point precisely on the tissue boundary, and may place fewer control points to create a smooth outline of an organ or tissue. The resulting contour can be converted into a raster ROI to produce a segmentation mask. To see MagTrace in action, we will open a FireVoxel document with abdominal MRI dataset. This is a three-dimensional contrast-enhanced T1 weighted image acquired at the maximum enhancement of the kidney cortex. The document has a previously drawn MagTrace contour. We will use MagTrace to segment the right kidney on the current slice, as the MagTrace tool works only on a single slice. To launch the MagTrace tool, use the main menu and select Trace, Start MagTrace. Alternatively, you can use the MagTrace icon on the main toolbar and start drawing a new contour. Once you start MagTrace, the cursor will turn into a green circle. The size of this circle defines the area, or aperture, in which the algorithm will be searching for the strongest edge to snap to. You can adjust the size of the aperture by scrolling the mouse wheel up or down. The aperture must strike a balance between accuracy and efficiency. If the aperture is too large, MagTrace may snap to the wrong edges. If the aperture is too small, the benefits of magnetic snapping will be diminished, and MagTrace will perform similarly to manual tracing. Now click along the outline of the kidney. You can see that the control points snap to the edge of the kidney. If you want to place a control point at the exact mouse location without magnetic snapping, press Ctrl and left-click. The green circle will disappear. This option is helpful in areas where edges may be ambiguous. When you complete the contour, press Escape to exit the MagTrace tool. To deselect the contour, click outside the spline. The green control points will disappear and only the contour line will be shown. To select an existing contour again, click on it. The selected contour will show the control points. If we now start the MagTrace tool, it will resume drawing the selected contour. To save the MagTrace contours, save your work as a FireVoxel document. Now you can fine-tune your contour. These adjustments are done when the MagTrace tool is off. To correct the position of a control point, place the mouse over this point. The cursor will become a cross. Left-click the control point, drag it to the new location, and release. To add a control point, hover the mouse over the contour and press Alt and 1. A new control point will appear at the location of the mouse cursor. To delete a control point, place the mouse over the point you want to remove and press Alt and 4. To delete the entire contour, click on it to select it and press Delete. You can select the MagTrace properties prospectively before drawing a new contour. On the main menu, select Trace MagTrace Settings. This will open a parameter panel. Advanced users may want to adjust the parameters of the edge detection algorithm. You can also select the MagTrace Snap-to-Edge Radius, which controls the aperture of magnetic snapping, and the Spline tension, which controls the curvature of the spline. The larger the tension, the more curved the line will be. If the tension is equal to 0, each segment of the contour will be a straight line, and the contour will be a polygon. By default, the MagTrace contour is a closed curve with a tension of 0.5 drawn with the aperture radius of 2 voxels. Preset parameter combinations optimized for selected applications can be accessed via Trace application-specific settings. These parameters are also applied prospectively to the new MagTrace contours. FireVoxel also offers a tool for drawing vector polygons. On the main toolbar, click the Construct Vector Polygon icon. Now click on the image to place the control points. With the Vector Polygon tool, the control points are non-magnetic. They do not snap to the edges and are placed exactly at the mouse click location. The connecting lines are straight. To exit from this tool, press Escape. You can adjust the properties of existing spline and polygon contours. Select a contour and double-click on it. This will open a Polygon Spline Properties panel. Here, you can adjust the properties of the contour line and the area enclosed by it. You can also select the spline option and control the spline tension. MagTrace contours and vector polylines are always defined on a single slice and are essentially two-dimensional objects, unlike raster ROIs or vector ROIs. To replicate a vector contour on another slice, you can copy it to a new location. Click on the contour to select it. Navigate to the slice where you want to place the copy and use Trace, Copy Selected Spline, or Alt and 5. If you copy the contour without changing the slice, the contour will be replicated at its current location. For a better organ delineation on the new slice, you may use Trace, Snap Selected Spline to Image, or Alt and 2. Magnetic snapping will be performed with the current MagTrace parameters. To copy and snap a contour from a neighboring slice, select the contour. Scroll to the next slice and use Trace. Copy from adjacent slice and snap. This option is convenient for segmentation of organs that extend over multiple slices. After copying a contour, you may need to further refine it manually by adjusting the individual control points. When you finish drawing your vector contours, you can convert these contours into raster ROIs. Select a contour, and then use Vector, Rasterize Selected Entities. If the active layer is not an ROI layer, the operation creates a new layer and adds to it the area delineated by the vector contour. If the active layer is an ROI layer, the operation adds the area within the contour to this layer. To place a rasterized contour into a different layer, create a new layer. Select the contour, and again use the Rasterize command. To segment an organ in 3 dimensions using vector contours, you can draw a contour around the organ. Replicate this contour on all slices that contain the organ using Copy and Snap operation. Adjust the contours manually and rasterize these contours with the output to the same ROI layer. The resulting raster ROI will be a 3-dimensional segmentation mask of the organ. This concludes this brief introduction into FireVoxel's MagTrace tool. Compared to manual segmentation using the paintbrush tool, MagTrace is not only faster, but also more reliable and shows better inter-observer agreement which is important in multi-site studies. MagTrace is used in several workflows, such as hippocampus and femur segmentation on MRI and fat segmentation on CT. For more information, please visit our website. Thank you.